and will be like, oh, I really wanted to do XYZ, and yet something happened that I had to change plans. Whatever that diversion was that upset you, sometimes that is like the biggest protection. It's like your angels knew what was going to happen there, so they threw a roadblock so that you wouldn't get hurt. Which is actually very creepy. Now that I think about that, some situations I've been in, I'm like, oh, maybe I was saved from something really big that I didn't know about. Or maybe long term I was saved. Hello. Block removing. Whatever was holding you back has been or is being removed. How are you doing this evening, the Stone Witch? I am Lara Jo, SirenSong lover. Hope you're having a good evening. Assistance. Someone is going to a magic practitioner to get help to cast a spell on you. Assistant. Someone is going... I like that. I like it. Assistant. Someone is going to a magic practitioner to get help to cast a spell on you. Magic practitioners need to know that casting spells brings bad things back to them. I had a former associate want me to do hex, and I said, yeah, no, I won't dirty my hands like that. That's no, because I know that I am protected by angels that don't allow me to cause more problems. So the Stone Witch, okay. Half-baked. All right. I wish I... Well, no. I'll get there. Oh, okay. I was going to ask you what kind of pain. Family curse. Someone is using magic to place generational curses on you and your family. So I was about to ask you about your pain, and yet I'm going to guess that that pain that you're carrying, that you medicate with, my love, that's a family pattern. And what we don't realize our family patterns look like, it's like we say diabetes runs in the family, and that's like, I'll just say that's a family curse and a family pain, and I'm just using that as an example. Well, it's like we medicate by eating sugar, and then we get diabetes and XYZ. So when you start breaking those family curses, like I learned, I'm like, oh, I don't need to sugar, like I don't need to emotionally eat to cope with situations that distress me, aka going to family functions. I'll just not go to family functions. So generational family curse breaking is sometimes realizing that these are people around you that's been placed on you. And the bravest thing to do is to start walking away from it and realize when your ancestors, angels, guides are protecting you from family members that don't wish you well. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, the Stone Witch. Would you like to ask a question, my love? Are you just here to chat? What's the vibe for you? What else is the vibe for you if you want to talk? Oop. Oh, okay. I got some other stuff going on here. Hold on. Some other stuff popped out. If you don't want to talk, the cards will talk. And if the message is for you, let it sit. If it doesn't, let it fly. If it fits, let it sit. Although I hang out with cats all day, so they sit anywhere. Wow. You have rebuilt yourself over and over again. And that speaks to such bravery. To have so many broken bones and to keep going. That's big, my friend. You are braver than anyone would ever know. Kudos to you. May we send you some healing and love and light to ease your pain and comfort. I love to ask my guides when I realize that sometimes it's bigger than me, like if I can't An example of this is my mother was passing away, and I had a lot of pain and anger and resentment, and there was so many unsaid things between us. I get that. I was an X-ray tech. I saw you on the back end from the hold my beer. And typically it was either like, it was a lot of parents, mostly dads, show dogging, like hot dogging for their kids or their buddies. And then they would do something stupid and break themselves, like, I don't know, skateboarding when they were grown men. And I was like, okay, cool. Yet, please don't keep doing that. So, I don't know. Alright. Spiritual attacks. Someone is trying to attack you spiritually to block your third eye and ability to manifest. Somebody is trying to attack you spiritually to block your third eye and ability to manifest. If you feel like you have big opponents coming against you, they're not stronger than you. You've put yourself back together time and time again. Keep going. Keep growing. If you've gone through so much physically, find out what the next cool chapter is. Like, what do you do next? Like, why did you make it through all those hard adventures to get to this point? Like, create the most beautiful life after this. How do you take your story and make it one of bravery and triumph? Or, I want to say this. If a lot of moments where I did this because I was goofing off, you tested the bounds of, oh man. Okay, well. Yeah. No, that's like, you tested the boundaries of physics and did really cool things with your life. Like, that's a full life. So, that's commendable. No. Just retired. From which one? Skydiving, whitewater climbing, zookeeping, dog training? Like, and do we ever truly retire? I mean, all right. Talk too much. Someone will tell on themselves and reveal their true feelings and intentions towards you. Yeah, no, what we need to learn, especially in society, that being an overachiever is not a badge of honor. Like, we need to rest and we need to play and we need to integrate. Like, that's what we fail to realize, that rest and play is where we heal and integrate. So, working so many hours is not a badge of honor. It's like you're showing me you have a hole within your soul to fill. And some of that, though, is actually humanitarian work, like zookeeping and dog training. That's all humanitarian. It's like you're giving back to society, and sometimes you just need to give back to you. I have many titles and roles myself, and when it all becomes too much, I have to sit and meditate and breathe and drink water, and sometimes I can only maintain calm for 3 seconds, even if it's just to have a breath. And sometimes I can't even do that. Like, when I'll be talking with my boyfriend, and it's like I don't even stop to breathe. And he'll be like, you know what, breathe, drink water, meditate, because that's how busy, especially when you're bringing positivity and love and healing to the world, whether it be through working with animals or whether it be through skydiving or creating and growing and learning and experiencing life. Like, you do have to stop and breathe and rest and take care of you. Because if you don't take care of you, no one else will. I'm an overachiever, so the universe made me stop. Like, I got too tired. And the universe said, no, you need to sit down and you need to learn that rest is just as important as work. Because if you're working all the time, how do you appreciate what you have? Or how do you take care of yourself? That's just personal experience coming out. 9 of Wands. This is beautiful message to that rest. Put down the former versions of yourself, those former shadows, those burdens, and walk into the best version of yourself. Take all of the past lives. And I do say it like that, past lives. Like, we don't realize, like, I talk about reincarnation, about how we had past lives. And yet within our own life, we have like different little subchapters where it's like we have like a past life version of us that we may have tried for just a second that no longer fits us, that maybe we have the lesson or the experience to grow with it, but we don't need to keep carrying that around with us into this next version. Like, take the best and leave the rest. So take all of those experiences you've had in life and take all the great parts of it and say, you know what, I want to take this forward. I want to create a path that incorporates all of these different aspects of me into my own opus or my own journey, path, creation in life. Hopefully that all of that makes sense and doesn't sound super... And you know what? It is what it is. That's a message for me. So I guess if I'm preaching on it, it's like, hey, Larry, you need the message too. So for me, I've lived so many different versions within a very short life. And now it's, how do I take different maybe aspects of those, or different shades or different shirts, and take parts of those that I like the best, and then leave anything that's no longer part of my passion, my journey, my path forward, and leave it for the rest. Queen of Cups on the bottom, sitting in that fine embodiment of your emotions and being well balanced. You can't. You can't. So we get to take actually, this is the really cool thing. So if we get to take our past experiences from each life. So when we live so many different versions, like lives, simultaneously at the same time. And the cool thing is that when you come online, like you bring your higher self into the picture in whatever lifetime it is, if it's this lifetime, which I hope it is, you get to take all of the experiences from all of the lifetimes, all of that, and integrate it into this lifetime. And you get to live your best life. So in another life, and this is the version I'm going to use because this is kind of how the information was presented to me. Say in another life, in another version of Earth, you were painter, writer, producer, like you were super successful and you want to achieve that. Well, you didn't tap into your higher knowledge in that lifetime, yet you know that you can, and you know that that's a reality in another lifetime. When you actually integrate and say, I want that experience, you can go into that experience, bring that knowledge from that lifetime to live your best life, and you get to bring it into this one. And that's how you crack the code on being the master creator of your life. I've had that with other past lives where it's like I'll go back to that past life and I'll pull that information into this reality so that I can gain those skills and assets that I had in that lifetime. Or I can go into future lifetimes and gain those assets and be like, okay, how do I get what I'm seeking? Like, how do I integrate that lifetime and this lifetime to be able to get what I want? It's, maybe I'm making it more complex than it needs to be, or maybe I'm making it simpler, like it needs to be more complex. I don't know. It's a weird concept, and I don't really have too many people to talk to about it because not too many people understand it or want to talk about it, I guess. All right. Are you the stone witch because your body has been rebuilt? Are you the stone? I just have questions about this name because I have so many ways that I could like interpret that. Have you been turned to stone because you stared at Medusa and her beauty too long? Are you the stone witch because you're herbal? Are you the stone witch because you're from Stone Mountain? Is it all of those? Seven of Swords. How have your choices led to betrayals, backstabbing, this lifetime, past lifetimes? How do you need to start looking through the veil, looking at all of the sly creatures and all of the deceptions behind your back that you may not be privy to? Look at all of the people, places, things that maybe just felt off or odd. Let's see. Prince of Dis. So this is Knight of Pentacles. This is moving slow, steady, forward, building your finances. Be very protective and make sure that you are intuitively feeling in your body if something is for you or not for you. Okay. What's an animal mic? And hold on, let me write that down because I'm learning new things. Please elaborate. Or I guess you've given me a direction to follow, if that makes sense. That is a other thing, is that I am constantly learning spiritual lessons and okay, same. I work with I don't cut and polish stones. I am looking to get into wire wrapping. I do work with crystals. I work with so many different things, but crystals and animals. I have a million ancestors, and I haven't met an animal that I don't like, even the big scary ones. So I don't know if I'm really brave or really stupid. I stood to nose with a longhorn steer and talked about it. So I don't know. Which I know longhorn steer are typically peaceful. I just wasn't expecting to meet him, and if I'd handled it differently, it could have ended a lot worse. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What I was trying to say about is that when I'm given homework, I go and do my homework as well. Like, it's not that I'm just out here giving people answers. It's like I'm also learning and then going back and giving people answers, because I think one of the things when I first met with one of my friends is that I had given them a homework assignment, like a spiritual homework assignment, and then I had been given a spiritual homework assignment from someone else, and when they had called me to talk about doing their assignment, I was in the middle of doing mine. So I get that. I haven't been on Discord yet, so I don't actually know what Discord really is. 10 of Wands, put down those burdens, let go. That's like you have maxed yourself out, you are completely exhausted, everything's gone, you have to go. So King of Swords, sit in your discernment that you need to use logic, reason, cut through all of the bullshit and lies. If the vibe don't feel right, let it go. If it's draining you to the max, let it go. If it makes you unhappy, let it go. If it makes you sick, like King of Swords, Aries, or I always want to say that. Aquarius, Geminis, Libras get a bad rap because they're seen as cold or harsh or cutting. And truly, it's no, I have a bigger goal. I need to cut through all of this to get to the correct path. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Hierophant is higher knowledge. So how are you using higher knowledge? Think Pope. This is tapped into both ethereal magic, and this is also tapped into Hierophant is Taurus, so we're talking earth energy. You're also tapped into the earth, so working with all of the elements within your environment to gain that higher knowledge. You're the bridge between heaven and earth as the Hierophant. So using that knowledge of everything is interconnected, everything is symbolic, everything is one. You are not separate. You are not different from another. You are one and the same. And if you are feeling pain, your person or that other part or the earth or whatever is also feeling pain. So when you see animals in distress, like the whole earth is in distress. When you are in distress, the people around you are in distress. Not always, yet everything around us is a mirror of how we are doing. So if you're struggling, probably everything else is struggling too. Okay. So I don't actually have friends. So I have people to invite. I know that sounds so loner. I'm a popular loner, I guess. I used to have friends. I don't know. And I don't really want friends. I embody that King of Swords energy. So I'm yeah, most people are just not on a good vibe. I don't know. I'll have to check it out though. I do have this stream, but I don't have too many friends, followers. And actually on Facebook, I used to have almost 900 friends. I used to be very popular. I used to know a lot of people. I intermingle in a lot of groups, but my life went crazy, chaotic, toxic, and no one really seemed like a friend anymore. So I went from 900 friends almost to 60. Because I would rather have one solid friend that I know has my back when things are really tough than 900 friends that can't be bothered if I were to call them. So, I don't know. Quality versus quantity is what I've learned. It is great for private readings. I need to get more private readings out there. That's hard too, is it because I don't have a lot of friends. It's hard for people to really feel my vibe. So I'm getting out there. I'm working on it. I'm out here streaming. I never thought I'd be doing this, honestly. And that's all happened relatively quickly. I didn't start streaming until last month, but before that, I didn't actually start doing video readings until March, end of March. So I went from not being able to do a reading on camera at end of March to actually doing live streams in July. And I know that doesn't really sound like a lot, yet it is a lot. I've gone through a lot. And I went from having a lot of friends and being very popular to not really talking to anyone. So, and I'm not that's just a side note of life and humanity. I think Corona really did a lot for us. We all were stuck inside, and we realized that the people that we were rocking with weren't really rocking with us. So I'm trying to get my name out there though, to get readings and pick up the vibe and hopefully connect with people and help others know that you're not alone. We're all in this together. We're all in pain. what I'm going through, you're going through. And anyway, Ace of Cups. When you start bearing your emotions, when you start getting down to the discernment of what you really want, people will start finding you. So for like me personally, when I started wanting to like reach out to people, like truly started to want to reach out to people and start sharing that you're not alone. We're all in this. We all need to help each other. You start getting what you want. You start finding happiness. You start finding love. So when you start opening your mouth and telling people what you want and don't want, you start getting it. So, I don't know. I know this all sounds simple, yet as a woman, we're taught not to have wants, needs, loves, desires, any of that. So, I don't know. Yeah. So that's funny that you say it like that, because I just learned that I glow, like there's sparks around me, and I didn't realize that. So when people were staring, I was like, what are they staring at? No, I glow. I light up from the inside out. The world, I love this as a confirmation. The world is closing out chapters. This is leaving behind things that are no longer good for you. And this is realizing that you are the light. You are the light. You are the lighthouse. You are the guiding for yourself, the world. So closing out those chapters that are no longer part of who you are, and asking for what you want, filling your cup with love and emotions before anyone else. So I'm working on it. I manifest all the time. I work on a lot of things. Hello, Say Davy. How are you, my love? We are, yes. Okay, so to backpedal a little there, Say Davy. I got my lighting situation back on board today. I told you we had storms the other day, and I'm a weather diviner, so I was busy handling other things other than lights. So we're back. I don't know if that makes any type of sense, but the other day was a challenging day when I was in here trying to record and do a stream. All right, let's see what cards flew out there. Ace of Swords. Start using logic, discernment to cut through, and what you want will come to you. So, opportunity charm. I am going to write that down for right now. All right. Let's see what other cards we need. I know I've got some heavy sighs going on here today. It's been just crazy, bananas, stressful in this world. I've been going through a lot of stuff, and that is the thing. We are all going through it. We're all going through it. I'm not exempt. When I speak on karma, and I speak on karma a lot, probably because I'm a Libra, but I speak on karma a lot, and we are in a lot of heavy Libran cycles right now, as a whole, as a society, as the world. And I have those in my circle that are getting karma, and then they turn around and they're like, why are you not getting karma? No, I get karma. You're just not around to see it. I do speak on it, though, because it's not fun. So when I speak on karma and well, you didn't get karma. No, I did. You just weren't listening. So now that you're getting karma, and I know that you're getting karma, and I'm watching it because you sent it to me, and now I'm watching you get it. I know what that is. You're not fooling me. Six of Swords. This is moving out of danger. This is moving out of safety. This is maybe communication or spirit guides, ancestors moving you out of danger from the past that you may not have been seeing. So don't always fight when things take you away from past situations that weren't working well for you. That's perfect news for me. That's a perfect confirmation for me. Oh, too many cards. the two cards that did come out that are here. The Hermit. We are the light within the world that we seek. We are the lighthouse that we seek. So going within to heal ourselves, we don't need someone else to tell us what we need. We need to listen to ourselves. We need to listen to our own bodies. We need to heal ourselves and heal our magic, heal our world. So the Hermit is seeking that divine inner knowledge, light within you. And this helps you to bring in that divine embodiment of love and beauty, fertility. The Empress speaks to Piscean energy, and this is also that nurturing mother, water, Queen of Cups love. You love everything in your environment. Everything that is in your environment is something that you have cultivated and brought in for yourself. You went within to seek that knowledge. The Hermit. You were brave enough. The Hermit is Jesus. Like, that's that medicine of we are self-healing. We have all the knowledge, the inner wisdom within ourselves, and we must go within, take that walk, that hermitage, that pilgrimage within ourselves to find the knowledge of what we need. And the Empress, again, when we go within, we figure out everything that we want and need. When we seek the knowledge, the medicine within us, the light that we carry within us, we create the most beautiful world that we want for ourselves. So never be afraid to stand alone, even if it's just to clear your mind. Because when you stop listening to other people, you start being able to hear yourself. Yeah? Okay. All right. Okay. Give me just a moment. I'm going to be back. Speak amongst yourselves if you must. And give me just a moment. Okay, give me just another moment. I'm going to do my own advice and go get some tea and take a sip for just a moment. So, please hold. Okay, back. All right. I talk a lot. I forget that I need to hydrate more because, I talk a lot. Of course, that's a running joke. I talk about how there are certain family members within my family that used to fall asleep talking to the wall, and I get it because I am the same. Like, I'll keep talking until I fall asleep. So when I see it in them, I laugh because I'm like, oh, that's something I do. I've been going through like a snap of not talking recently though, so I forgot I need to drink more water. Apparently I'm just cleaning the energy. Alright. Let's see. Let's see what other information wants to come out, if any. Okay. Queen of Discs. How do you need to be sitting in your financial abundance with all of the materials around you? Let's see what other clarifiers came out for that information. Princess of Swords. Have you... Okay. This is using petty, immature, childish female energy. So Princess of Swords. Think of like an immature little girl energy of like, I didn't get the purple cup, so I'm going to throw a tantrum today and ruin everybody's day. Like, don't do that. And this has to deal with deceptions, betrayals, Seven of Swords. This came out earlier. And this is people lying, stabbing you in the back. Take those options, take them out of your back. Queen of Cups. This came out earlier. I love that some of the cards that were out earlier came out and some that were not. So tapping into that energy from earlier. Queen of Cups, sitting in your beautiful embodiment of balanced emotions. So learn who is taking from you and who needs to be taken out of the equation so that you don't keep emptying grass that needs to be moved away from. I don't know if that made sense. Anyway. Water, what waters you? Hold on. Messages come in all around. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to pull from a different deck. I'm going to jump into the Angel Answers question. Let's tap into any energy that may be filtering through the environment. I am Larry Joe, SirenSong lover. If you have any questions, let's see what the answers are for you today. Or if there's any synchronicity, guidance that you need, angel messages that want to scream at us. And synchronicity is really like you didn't listen to the angel messages, so now we're going to start sending you a lot of annoying things. If you believe that it is yours, it will be. Law of assumption. Whatever you want. If you believe it's yours, it will be. Don't. Or I guess if you see the synchronicities and the universe is getting louder, it's trying to tell you that it's coming. Stop whining. It's coming. If you believe it's yours, it is. So if you keep seeing the signs and you're wondering, you're believing it, so it's coming. Too much. Not. Remain positive. Even when things look like a mess. If I picked up the whole deck of cards that fell, we'd be here for hours. Remain positive. So don't look at all of the whole entire mess. Look at like what can we do with the information that we have at hand. And sometimes that information is literally just one single card out of a whole deck that fell out. That focus on what you have. Helpful people are coming to help you clean up. So this is the whole stack that fell out. And I was like, there's no way I can read all of that. But I did have one tiny piece of information. So I'll just remain positive and take what I can. That's life at its finest. Improv, I don't know. Pivoting. I talk too much. Maybe I don't talk enough. I don't know. How to find that. Take action. Whatever you have been wanting to do, take action. All of the steps align. The path is lit up. Whatever you want to do, whatever goal you want to achieve, whatever thing you want to implement, take action. Because no one else can do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. So, that's something I've been telling myself recently. Like, no one else is going to do this for you. Get up and do it. Because if you don't do it, no one else will. And then it'll just whine about how X, Y, Z. Let's not. So, sometimes the answer is taking action. Sometimes the answer is taking no action. You have to be able to learn and discern when to keep going. This will unlock your abundance. When you do what you need to do, divinely guided and with intention, abundance comes through. Ask your angels for the guidance you need. Ask your angels for the guidance you seek. They will talk to you. They talk to you through music. They talk to you through scent. They talk to you through dreams, through animals, anything of the such. So ask your angels for help. They want to bless you with abundance. They want to bless you with the answers that you seek. They want to give you the keys to the path. Because when you unlock the path, they get blessings. So ask your angels for help. They want to help you. You have to grant them permission. You have to say, I grant you permission to intervene. Well, conflicting. So whatever the first question is, the answer is no. Whatever the question is after that, the answer is yes. Use that as you will. And sometimes it works like that. Hopefully that makes any sense. I love, okay, universe has jokes. It literally will send you, like, fun little things like that in the near future. Whatever it is you seek is coming to you in the near future. So even if you have no questions, no need for anything now, you may soon. You may come back, or you may get what you need. I don't know. You're drawing women like you like your coffee? Oh. Okay. Say, Davy. I like the concept of full armor, and I truly wear full armor. If you think of it in society, we wear full armor, right? We mask ourselves. So, in theory, full armor would be beautiful and perfect, but in practicality, I couldn't wear full plate armor. It would drive me... No. It don't work well. But I would love to see your art sometime. And I know I'm eating, so there you go, free ASMR. Not only do you get to draw women in full plate armor, you get to hear some ASMR with peanuts and drinking tea. How is the living situation going, my love? And how does coffee go in full plate armor? Okay, so here's my question. Have you ever been to like a SCA event or Renaissance festival? I know that might be like a silly question, but maybe not. Okay. Okay. Which one, SCA or Renaissance Festival? Ooh. Okay. All right. Ren fairs are awesome. Like, I've done a little bit of everything, and I've been, because I had friends that were in the SEA, so I would go and I would actually watch them fight in armor, we lived in Arizona at the time, and it would be during the summer, so it was, whew. And even during the winter, those men would take off their helmets during the winter, and you would just see steam just piling. I was like, oh, that's really hot. It was really, like, hot, like, steamy hot, not hot, like, ooh, hot. I think I was taken at the time. Anyway, it was impressive, and yet I was like, yeah, I can't. I can wear other garb, but not armor. And when I went to the Ren Fair this year, and I actually got garb as well. I got like a fairy skirt and like harem pants. So I have belly dents and pants from the Ren Fair as well. So 7 of Wands, all these passions, betrayals. Not betrayals, but like passions. Like, what choices have we been making, and have they been with, like, taking away? Or have they been adding to our, like, path? Are they adding or are they detracting? So that's something we need to ask ourselves and use discernment on. Do you wear your kilt in public? Can I ask that, or is that just for the Ren Fair? Maybe that's a very personal question. Although you draw full plate armor and you fought a kilt, I mean, I guess you probably actually rock that in public. You should, though. If you bought it, wear it, man. 9 of Cups. It brings happiness, wish fulfillment, love when you do the things that make you happy, truly happy. So start doing the things that make your emotions go wild. Start doing the things that you love. Start filling your cup. Fair. I would wear it all the time then. I wear stuff to mess with people too. Although I live in a part of the country where it's kind of dangerous to mess with people in certain ways, so we just don't. Boys are, well, it depends on how old these nephews are. It depends on what part of the country you're in. Okay, you know what? Okay. 19's a weird age, and I'm gonna guess you're probably a Gen Xer. And we go out of the way to torture the younger generations. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm calling you out here, sir, on your age. We go out of our way to embarrass the youth. You know what? They have it coming. Oh, well. So I'm 82, so I'm like a weird little... I don't even get into anymore, because people... You don't want to call our generation. Like, we're a different set of warriors. So... You, like, call us, and we're like, no, man, we were out being feral, and you have awoken us, and now you're gonna see why we were told to go play. Because we aren't nice. And we do things like wear kilts to embarrass. I tried so hard to be normal and fit in and not embarrass like my kids, and now I'm at the point where I'm like, yeah, no, I can't be normal. I must do things such as wear kilts and listen to Flogging Molly. Not that I actually do that. I do like to hang out with men that do that though, so it's weird. It's like a vibe you picked up on. Queen of Dis. This is sitting in that financial abundance. Which, say Davy, I always like, it's always Queen of Dis or Queen of Pentacles with you. And I don't know if we've talked about your astrological signs or if we haven't. And if we have, like, I talk to a lot of people, so